for the Firebirds, number 5, April. 14, DJ Johnson. Number 44, Terrence Raspberry. And number 58, Zara Offer. Officiating crew for tonight's contest will be referee Gary Wilder, umpire Nick Cunningham, linesman Bobby Vaughn, line judge Ben Stark, back judge Robert Filtherman. Looked like you're ready to run the call state deferred. The Firebirds will be receiving the open kickoff.
Let's go, Birds!
The Red Rams coaching staff, Matthew Hockaday, Dave Jennings, Michael Justice, Elroy Morris, Brian Terry, Donna Wayne, Darren Stetson, James Wagner, and your head coach, Jimmy Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to the release with your hats for the players of tonight's game, National Anthem.
Ladies and
Don't
gentlemen.
make me start talking like that on the air.
Stinks.
Well, that's what happens when your septic tank system gets clogged up.
Well, who the heck can we call that will get here fast?
I already told you about Southern Nash Septic Systems. They're number one in the number two business.
You think this is a joke?
Only because it happened to you.
Don't be these guys. Call Southern Nash Septic Systems at 252-235-8438. Whether it's residential or commercial, routine or emergency, Southern Nash Septic Systems. Their business sucks. SouthernNashSepticSystems.com.
Good evening, Firebird fans, and welcome to a special edition of Firebird Friday Night Lights. It happens to be Firebird Thursday Night Lights, as this being the final game of the season and no JV team for Franklinton High School. The game has been moved to Thursday, where the 3-3 Franklinton Red Rams, 1-3 in the Big East Conference, take on the Southern Nash Firebirds, 2-4 overall and 2-2 in the conference here in the final game of the 2020 COVID season. I'm Brent Cohn, and I'm here with the Tar River Sports Network. We'll be back in just a moment with the start of tonight's game. Once again, this is Firebird Thursday Night Lights. Let's get ready to rumble. And there in the pregame, you could see that the Red Rams did win the toss and deferred to the second half, so Southern Nash will receive the opening kickoff. Tonight's game is brought to you by Southern Nash Septic System. Southern Nash Septic System is a family-owned business operated by Justin and Mickey Bissett Jr., located in Bailey, North Carolina. Vic and Gandy back deep. The flag comes in. It's going to be false start against the Red Rams. And they'll kick that one over. So sorry about the late getting things started here. Red Rams didn't look like they were in a hurry to get on the field to begin with. And maybe now we'll get the game underway, as there's the kickoff. It's a high kick. And that runs out of bounds, and the flags will come in, and Southern Nash will take over 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. So the first thing I want to clear up is some of the announcements that I made last week with the playoff implications. We found out after the game that because Northern Nash did not play Fike last week under COVID quarantine, even though it was declared a no contest by Fike, the lack of the win or lack of the game played would affect the conference standings. And with that being said, the Big East Conference title was awarded to the Rocky Mount Griffons after defeating Southern Nash 28-26 with that last-second stand to keep the Firebirds out of the end zone on the two-point conversion. Chase and roll a pass to start the game, and that's complete out to Sammy Gandy. Believe that was Gandy on the catch. It was. Nice pass play. Down to the 30-yard line. They'll spot that at the 33-yard line of Franklinton. So just like that, Southern Nash is in Red Ram territory. That's a 32-yard completion. This one will be pitched back to Gandy. After catching it, he'll run the ball. Might pick up a yard or two down to about the 31-yard line. The 2nd down and 8. Call it 2nd and 7. Give him 3 yards on the carry. And so on the girls around here scoreboard tonight, there's a little bit of an issue because with the small press box across the way, we're not able to get in there. We're actually calling this from the stands. We're on battery power. And there just happens to be trees blocking the girls around here scoreboard. So we're going to be winging it a little bit back and forth. Still want to thank girls around here, and they still get claim the scoreboard. As we watch Jackson Vick on that carry, good ball protection. Takes it down inside the 20-yard line. And they'll mark it at exactly the 20, and that'll be 1st and 10 on the second first down of the night for the Firebirds. Moving the ball well to start with. Of course, Franklinton was undefeated in the pre-conference play, but has only managed one win since at that point, as they did defeat Fike in an earlier conference matchup. It's a gain of about 4 on that play. Will bring up 2nd down and 6. And we're fighting all kinds of difficulties here, so cell service and internet is not the best in the world. So bear with us. We're going to hopefully get this to the game as an entirety to you. That's why there is no charge. This is not pay-per-view tonight. It is free on YouTube. So I hope there's a lot of people watching in the event that we drop that service, which I'm being told it's already dropping. If we're dropping it, we will play this game immediately. As soon as we're able to get to some internet and drop it, you can go back and watch the game. So we'll apologize ahead of time. And hopefully you're not hearing a bunch of wind blowing, because it is windy up here at the top of the visitor stands in Franklinton. This ball handed off up the middle. That was Jackson Vick on the carry. That'll be 1st and goal from the 2 now for the Firebirds, as very quickly they are threatening to score in their opening possession of the game. I think Royal looked to keep that one himself, and they're going to say he broke the plane, and touchdown Firebirds with 8:50 remaining here in the first quarter, as the Firebirds are first on the girls' round here scoreboard. Of course, girls' round here is located in Bailey at 6163 Main Street. Please visit them to discover your new favorite pieces of clothing for women and men, or you can go online to girlsroundhere.com. Extra point attempt on now. And that's going to be blocked. And with that, the Firebirds will, with 8:50 to go, Southern Nash leads 6-0 over the Red Rams. And we'll be getting our first look at the Red Ram offense here in just a moment. So while we're getting set up, we'll tell everybody a little bit about our main sponsor tonight. It's Southern Nash Septic Systems. They're a family-owned business operated by Justin and Mickey Bizzett Jr., located in Bailey. Southern Nash Septic provides comprehensive septic services for eastern part of North Carolina. Whether you need repairs or a new system, Southern Nash Septic Systems is your source for all your septic system needs. Call 252-235-8438 for a free estimate. Wakowitz on for the kickoff. He'll send it down the field. It's caught. There'll be a return out to the 38-yard line, I believe is where they're going to down that. And the Red Rams will take over 1st and 10 from that spot. And I guess from this angle, you can see across to the Franklinton, the home bleachers, and I can assure you that there are more Southern Nash fans that have traveled to see this game than are here for the Red Rams. So the opening carry picks up about 3, possibly 4 yards for the Red Rams. It's going to bring up 2nd down and a long 6. And the ball comes out. It's loose. And it looks like Big Dusty Hall is going to fall on the ball. And Southern Nash gets the early turnover. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the Southern Nash 47-yard line. So defense holds up well, and Southern Nash says the offense is back on the field. I'm having to look through the trees here, but it looks like we've got 7:57 remaining in the first quarter up on the Girls Around Here scoreboard. And the ball's out on the fumble exchange. I caught it the fumble exchange. It was the handoff between Royal and Vic. It was fumbled, and Red Rams get the ball right back. So basically, that's going to turn into a gain of about 4 or 5 yards for the Red Rams on the exchange of turnovers. And the Red Rams will have 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line now. From the shotgun, back to pass, nearly intercepted by Darrell Tabron. So once again, Southern Nash getting the shotgun offense look. So 2nd down and 10 here for Franklinton. From the shotgun again. This is going to be handed off with room to run. That's Ernest Crudup on the carry. He'll take it into Southern Nash territory down to the 45-yard line. Not quite there for 1st down yardage. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 1 for the Red Rams. From the shotgun again, the quarterback will keep this one as looking to see who's in shooting. And with an incomplete roster, sorry, I can't tell you who that was. With no JV team playing, a lot of the JV players have come up and are dressed for the game. So not really sure who number 46 is. I apologize. And it looks like encroachment will be the call against Southern Nash on 4th and 1. And that'll give the automatic 1st down to the Red Rams. And that'll be from the Southern Nash 40-yard line. The shotgun again. The quarterback will pull it back and keep this one. Still on his feet, slips a couple of tackles. He's going to finally be brought down. Zolly offered in on the tackle. That's Kenneth Cornell, the quarterback. Going to bring up 2nd and about 2 from the 32-yard line. This one will be handed off up the middle and right into that defensive wall. No gain on the play for Crudup. It's going to be up 3rd and 3. They actually gave him a loss of yard on the play. So a 5-man front here for the Firebirds from the shotgun. Quarterback will keep this in himself. He'll take it down to to the 30-yard line. It's going to be very close to the first down yardage. We'll wait for the signal here from the officials. And they're going to call first down for Franklinton, and then it'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Two receivers out to the right, again from the shotgun. It's going to be handed off again to Crudup. And he may pick up a yard, maybe two. We'll look at where the forward progress got him. It's going to bring up 2nd down and a long 8. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. And this will be handed off again up the middle to Crudup. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage. That Dusty Hall in on the initial hit. May have picked up another yard. We'll call that 3rd and 7 now for the Red Rams. As we just now passed the 3-minute mark remaining here in the first quarter. Up on the girls around here scoreboard. And Franklinton looking for their first score. Drops back to pass. He's got a man. It's complete. He'll be tackled by Xavier Smith. That's going to take him in the red zone to Southern Nash and enough for a first down for the Red Rams from the Southern Nash 17-yard line. From the shotgun, back to pass again, out to the flat. The ball nearly dropped, holds on to it, stays on his feet. That gives the Firebird defense enough time to get there and stop the forward progress, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And about 7 for the Red Rams after a gain of 3. Quarterback will pull this one back again. Southern Nash now reading that very well. That should actually be a loss on the play for Cornell, as Dusty Hall, Terrence Raspberry and company broke through the line, and that'll bring up be 3rd down and 7. As a front line switch comes in with 4 on the line. And Franklinton will use their first timeout, as it's obvious that Brian Foster was on to what they were trying to do, and he changed up his defense. So that first timeout taken here by Franklinton, and is sponsored by Ronnie White's Towing and Tire, located in Youngsville. For the last 20 years, offering quality tires and a full line of auto service and repairs, as well as dependable 24-hour towing service. Ronnie White's ASE certified techs will get you back on the road quickly. Call Ronnie White's Towing and Tire at 919-556-6810 for all your automotive repair needs. And just in case you're seeing this on camera and are wondering, is it funny camera angles, Coach Foster has actually lost a considerable amount of weight, slimming down here. looking kind of sharp. If he loses too much more, he's in jeopardy of encroaching on quarter coach. Possibly could get called half coach if he keeps losing weight. That's not an optical illusion. He's slimming down. Here, 3rd and long now. Back to pass, and that's going to be batted down by Landon Baker. Incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down and 7 for the Firebirds. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Thank you. My bird watchers are seeing through the trees to keep me up with the clock. Coach Pace, if you're watching, little brother is helping out down here. Give him props. Back to pass, going for it on 4th down. All the receivers are covered. Cornell will try to tuck it himself. He's going to try to pick up the 1st down yardage. And have to look and see if he gets it. He comes down inbounds. And he'll get just enough to move those chains. And it's a 1st and goal now for the Red Rams from the 5-yard line. So not a bad job there by Cornell, turning something into nothing, or turning nothing into something. So a fresh set of downs, and well, they're definitely within striking distance. Cornell will tuck this himself again, runs into his own lineman, and will be brought down. Gain of a couple on the play is going to bring up 2nd down and goal from the 3. Possibly the 2. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. So both teams will take the long walk to the other end of the field to start the second quarter here on the Girls Round Here scoreboard. I want to remind everyone, too, that today's game is sponsored by Southern Nash Septic Systems, family owned and operated by Justin and Mickey Bislett of Bailey. And they provide comprehensive septic services for eastern part of North Carolina. Whether you need repairs or a new system, Southern Nash Septic Systems is your source for all your septic system needs. Call 252-235-8438 for a free estimate. So a little recap here for the first quarter. As Southern Nash scored early, 6-0. Taking the lead. The extra point was blocked on the Red Ram first possession. They fumbled, and immediately after that, Southern Nash fumbled it right back. So although it looked like the Red Rams had one long offensive possession there in the first, it was actually 2. We interrupted it by 1 play, and they are now threatening 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Cornell again from the shotgun. Looks like he's going to try to keep it himself again. He's going to be tripped up. He'll come up short. It's going to bring up 3rd down. And goal from, looks like the 1-yard line, possibly even inside that. And yes, that is Mia Vick in the background, mom of J3. Cornell will keep this again. He's hit hard. Coming across the middle by Dawson May. But they're going to say he broke the plane. Looked like May got to him in time. But the officials are going to say no and say he got the ball across the plane. And Franklinton has tied it up at 6. with 11:18 remaining in the half. So the Red Rams with an opportunity to take the lead here. Low snap, however, is recovered, and that's going to be through and good, and Franklinton takes the lead, 7-6. So it looks like Kahari Caudle has come up a little limp and will check off the field. Of course, several injuries and missing players tonight for the Firebirds. A couple players still on COVID quarantine, as well as an ankle injury to senior linebacker Luke Coble, backup quarterback Caden Derrick. So Red Rams to kick off here. As usual, Vic and Gandy back deep. This will be a squib kick up the middle. Vic will pick it up. He's going to get a little bit of a return, still on his feet. And he'll be brought down at the 30-yard line. Flags fly in. After the play, we'll see what the call is here. Looks like it's going to be a personal foul against Franklinton. And that'll move the Firebirds a little closer to midfield for a better start. And the 15-yard penalty will put the ball at the 46-yard line of Southern Nash, and that's where they'll take over for actually their only second. Well, it's actually their third offensive possession of the game. Vic on the quick pitch to the right side. He's around the end, caught by the jersey. Looking for a horse collar tackle there. Can't get the flag. That's going to be enough for another first down, as that will be spotted at the 39-yard line at the Red Rams. So a 15-yard carry there by Jackson Vick. Royal under center, a pitch to Gandy. He'll take it up the middle. He'll break through a tackle, fall forward, and take it down. Be spotted, looks like at about the 32-yard line. It's going to be second down and 3 for Southern Nash. And the run up the middle this time is stopped at the line of scrimmage. This one handed to Jordan Vick. Get him back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up third down and 3. Vic, another mishandled handoff. And Vic will fall on it. Looks like he did recover. It'll still be Southern Nash football. Looks like they'll actually gain a little bit on the play, but it will bring up a 4th down now. As Southern Nash is now forced to go for it on 4th. And it looks like that's going to be an offsides call against Southern Nash. Look at the ball was probably snapped a little early. So that'll back them up and make 4th down a little bit longer and more of a challenge. Now 4th and 6. And of course, Coach Foster still opts to go for it. And he decides to burn his first timeout. This timeout's brought to you by the Nash County Farmers Market, now open every Saturday from 8 to 1. That's 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 1006 Peachtree Street in Rocky Mount in the Historic District, featuring locally grown products from fruits and vegetables to pasture-raised meat and eggs, locally caught seafood, baked goods, vegetable and ornamental plants, specialty food items, homemade soup, and handcrafted art. Please visit the Nash County Farmers Market this weekend. So part of the struggles for Southern Nash all this year is protecting the football, already with 2 fumbles today, 1 lost, 1 recovered. The offsides penalty has backed Southern Nash up into a 4th and 6 situation. And Foster's going to go for it here as they are in Red Ram territory. Royal from the shotgun drops back to pass. He's got Vic across the middle who turned the corner, and he's going to step out of bounds with a 1st down. Nice play there by the Firebirds to move the chains and get some momentum back going for Southern Nash. And that'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 of the Red Rams. And Royal will line up in the shotgun again. Drops back to pass. This time he finds Jordan Vick and thrown just over his head. That'll be incomplete and bring up 2nd down and 10 for Southern. Royal again from the shotgun. This time he'll hand it off to Vic around the end. It looked like he was probably going to pick up a loss, turns it around the corner and is able to pick up some yardage. It's like about 5 yards on the play, being up a 3rd down and 5 now for Southern Nash. As Royal again from the shotgun. Dawson May, the lone back. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Royal will roll out. And he'll find Gandy open down the field inside the 10. And it looks like it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Firebirds. Looks like the ball is going to be placed on the 6-yard line of Franklinton. So Southern, kind of going out of the norm and away from their usual running game, is now showing a passing offense and actually picking up some good yardage here. They'll go back to the run to pitch it back to Vick. We'll take it off the right side of center. Waiting for a signal, and that's going to be a touchdown. Jackson Vick takes it into the end zone for 6, and Southern Nash retakes the lead with 7:28 remaining in the half. And Foster here will decide to go for 2 after the first touchdown. The PAT was blocked. So it looks like the officials are questioning something here, sending one of the Red Rams off the field, getting in a substitution. Dawson May in at fullback. Royal will line up under center. And a flag will come in. They called an offsides against the Firebirds before the ball was even snapped. Not really sure about that one. I guess while they were watching the officials allow the Franklinton player to leave the field with a free substitution, they lost track of the line of scrimmage. Maybe that's what caused the offsides. Still going for 2. Jackson Vick with the handoff. He's around the right end. He'll cut back, and he'll step into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And Southern Nash moves ahead 14-7. And now we're looking like a regular football score. So nice offensive possession there for the Firebirds. Looks like they had gotten themselves in trouble with a fumble, which they did recover, and being pushed back on 4th down after a penalty. But after several pass plays that were positive yardage, Southern Nash pops it in the end zone and takes the lead. So Ron Wakowitz on for the kickoff. Three men back deep for the Red Rams. A middle line of 3, 1 on the short field, 4 up front. Not really sure I'm hearing the officials. It's kind of quiet out here. You can hear the officials saying, hold on. Not sure what happened. They're going to call offsides against the Firebirds as Ron Wakowitz thought he heard a whistle as the official was saying, hold up, just before the play started without a whistle. And Foster will send in a replacement kicker. Come on, guys, let's get it together up there. Sorry, I'm on the air. I didn't say that out loud. Waiting to see where the official will go now. Still no whistle. Waiting here. And this kick will be down and fielded. That return is Deshaun Butts. He'll try to go back across field. He'll be brought down at the 40. Flags are thrown as the tackle was made. We'll look to see what the flag is for. So face mask will be called against Southern Nash. And that'll move the Red Rams 5 yards closer to midfield. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 45 here. Cornell again from the shotgun. He's going to hand this off to Crudup, who's hit in the backfield and thrown for a loss of about 3. Is going to bring up 2nd down at 13 now for the Red Rams. So Red Rams now with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Looks back to pass. It'll be thrown on a screen pass into the backfield. And it looks like there's going to be another loss on the play. Another 2 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 15. So with 3rd and long, obviously the fans warning about watch for the pass, which I'd have to agree. But you better watch out for that draw play too, as Crudup has some success, as well as Cornell with the quarterback keeper. He will look to pass. He's got a man open. No flags on the play. Great defensive coverage there by Jalen McClaston, and he'll break up the pass play, and that'll bring up 4th and 15. And it looks as though Franklinton's going to go for it on 4th and 15 from their own 41-yard line. Lots of credit here for Guts. And Cornell will decide to punt it away with no one back to receive it. And that's going to roll out of bounds. And Southern Nash will take over 1st and 10. Looks like from their own 33-yard line. So I think everybody thought that he was probably going to try to throw that. I guess that was a way to keep Jackson Vick away from another punt return for a touchdown this year. Royal. He's got a man open. The pass is there. Oh, and through the arms of Darren Bailey. And incomplete. Looks like the pass kind of hung up in the air. Bailey had to come back to it. Sorry, I'm not doing a great job of keeping you up with the time left in the game. Looks like 5:44 left in the half. Having to look through the trees. Kind of looks like a 5:14 because some of the lights on the scoreboard aren't working either. But by God, we're here. We're trying to bring you this game. We're going to stick with these Firebirds. This is Firebird Nation. We're not giving up on these boys. We'll do whatever it takes. Vic on the carry. We'll take it out to the 35-yard line. Gain of a couple on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 7 after was a gain of 3. back to pass. This time Bailey gets the reception. He slips away from a tackle, almost tripped up, still on his feet. Will they get to him? And they'll push him out of bounds inside the 10. We'll mark him out. They're going to say he stepped out. What? They're going to say he stepped out at the 17-yard line. Wow. Looks like they took about 11 yards away from that pass play on the spot. Didn't see him even close to the sidelines. Either way, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Firebirds after the completion. Royal will pitch it back to Jordan Vick, who'll dive across the right side, pick up about 5 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 5. Well, they're going to say 6 yards, make that 2nd and 4. Jordan Vick in motion. Flags will come in, and they'll stop play. It looks like it's going to be encroachment against the defense. I can remember when that was a free play. Let the play run out. If the play had started, that was a freebie. Guess we don't do that anymore. Royal steps up again under center. Sends Gandy in motion. The pitch back to Vick. He's got room around the left end, one man to beat, and he doesn't beat him. He'll be thrown for a big loss. So the automatic 1st down after the encroachment penalty will back him up. It's still 2nd and goal. Looks like from about the 10-yard line. Not the best of angles here. Let's see where the down markers are. Royal back to pass again. He's got Gandy wide open in the end zone for a touchdown. And just like that, the pass offense is working. Chasen Royal looking awfully sharp tonight as he's hitting his targets. And Southern Nash pulls ahead 20-7 up on the girls' round here scoreboard with 3:13 remaining in the half. And again, Southern Nash going to go for 2 here. Pitch back to Jordan Vick. A spin will take him into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And Southern now leads 22-7. So Girls Round here is our scoreboard sponsor, and there you can discover your new favorite pieces of clothing for women and men from Girls Round here, located in 6163 Main Street in Bailey, or online at girlsroundhere.com. So Wakowicz back on to kick this one. And there's the whistle. And a nice kick up the middle of the field. That'll be fielded cleanly by the Red Rams. And a return up the middle. Will be stopped by one of these AV players who aren't on my roster. Nice. According to me, Vic, that's T. I'm not sure who T is. That'll be first down for the Red Rams. I apologize. From the gun. Cornell slips many tackles. He'll put up the middle. And Xavier Smith will pop him as he's running out of bounds, and that'll draw a flag with a late hit. Frustration there for the senior. So we'll tack 15 on to the end of that nice run by Cornell. So looks like 2:59 remaining. Or is that a 2:09? Can't tell if that's a light bulb or a leaf in the way. It's a little over 2 minutes left in the half. Cornell from the shotgun again. He's going to look to pass again. This time he'll launch it. Got a man open, but throws it way over his head out of bounds. And that'll be incomplete. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Red Rams, as I'm sure they'd like to put one in the paint here before the end of the half. So 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And Cornell will slip this off to Crudup, who breaks away. McClass is the only one to beat him. He can't make the tackle. And Crudup will take it into the end zone for a touchdown. And Crudup takes it in, and the score now 22-13 with 2:46 remaining in the half up on the Girls Round Here scoreboard. And that's going to be down and through the uprights, good. And so the Red Rams have pulled to within 8, now trailing 14-22 to the Firebirds. So while we set up for the Red Ram kickoff to Southern Nash, we'll remind everybody today's game is brought to you by Southern Nash Septic Systems. It's a family-owned business operated by Justin and Mickey Bizzett Jr., located in Bailey, North Carolina. Southern Nash Septic provides comprehensive septic services for the eastern part of the state. Whether you need repairs or a new system, call Southern Nash Septic Systems. They are the source for all your septic system needs. Call 252-235-8438 for a free estimate. And it's Thursday night, so you could actually call tomorrow. They'll be open. So Jackson Vick and Sammy Gandy, the juniors, back deep. Yes, that's right, juniors. They've got a lot of returning juniors for next year for the Firebirds. As a matter of fact, the entire backfield other than quarterback Jason Royal. Nice kick. Will go into the end zone for a touchback. As flags come in, looked like there was a scuffle there. we'll see what's happening here. Players were separated. Mamma mia. So the officials discussing what to do here. They call a personal foul against Southern Nash and a personal foul against Franklinton. So double penalties will offset each other, and that'll make it first down for Southern Nash from their own 20-yard line. So don't believe any warnings were issued. And the reverse here by Jackson Vick, who's back up the middle. He'll take it down close to the 30. He'll be a little shy of the first down, so we're going to bring up second down and about 1. Royal under center. And they'll run the reverse again. Jackson Vick this time tried to take it to the outside. He'll be brought down, but not before he picks up more than enough yardage for the first down. They'll spot that at the Southern Nash. Looks like at the 36-yard line. This time, looks like Gandy will get the handoff up the middle. He'll take it out across the 40, out to the 41 for a gain of 5 on the play to bring up second down and 5 for the Firebirds. So timeout called by Southern Nash. I apologize. A little distraction down in the stands. Southern Nash will burn their second time out of the half. This timeout is brought to you by Ronnie White's Towing and Tire, located in Youngsville, North Carolina, for the last 20 years, offering quality tires and a full line of auto service and repairs, as well as dependable 24-hour towing services. Ronnie White's ASE certified techs will help you get back on the road quickly. Call Ronnie White's Towing and Tire at 919-556-6810 for all your automotive repair needs. So Southern Nash now 3rd and 2 now for the Firebirds. Looks like Dawson May with the handoff will take it out close to the 50, and that'll be enough to move the sticks again. 1st and 10, Southern Nash from their own 49-yard line. Looks like this time it's going to be handed off to Gandy, who will be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be thrown for a loss. It's going to bring up second down and about 12. Make that second at 13. And Southern Nash will burn their final time out of the half. And this one will be brought to you by Nash County Farmers Market, now open every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 1006 Peachtree. Street in the Rocky Mount Historic District, featuring locally grown products from fruits and vegetables to pasture-raised meat and eggs, locally caught seafood, baked goods, vegetable and ornamental plants, specialty food items, homemade soup, and handcrafted art. You visit the Rocky Mount Farmers Market, or excuse me, the Nash County Farmers Market in Rocky Mount this Saturday. So Southern Nash with no timeouts remaining here in the half. There are, it's like 45 seconds remaining on the clock. So Royal will line up in the shotgun. He'll roll out to his left to pass, and that's going to be completed to Jackson Vick. Not much of a gain, if any, on the play. We'll give him 2. Make that 3rd and 11. 39 seconds remains as Jackson Vick did step out of bounds. Royal will roll back to the again, this time to his right, and caught again by Vick, who's still on his feet. He'll be brought down. And with no timeouts, the clock will stop and then be restarted as they move the chains down to 26 seconds remaining. Roll again will roll out, and the flags will come in. It's like motion. Not really sure how they could start the play without the chain set. The chain crew was still moving down the field as the official motioned for the clock to start. So that'll bring up 2nd and 15. It did stop the clock with 21 seconds remaining in the half. Made that 1st and 15. Roll will roll back out to his left. He'll turn. He's got a man wide open. That's TJ Tapering for the touchdown. Nice pass play called as TJ Tapering gets behind the defense. And with 14 seconds left, Southern Nash puts 6 more on the girls' round here scoreboard, with the opportunity for 2 more, as Foster has opted to go for 2 once again. So the surprise passing attack now of the Firebirds. As Brock Alford checks into the game to lead the 2-point conversion. Brock, the sophomore and starting quarterback for the JV team. He'll pitch it back to Jackson Vick, who'll step in for 2. And with 14 seconds remaining, Southern Nash leads 30-14 as more flags come into play. It looks like tempers maybe starting to flare up, possibly a little taunting, a little smack talking out there, this being the last game. Officials now together going to talk about what's going on, as they did have one of the Franklinton players and we'll look for the call from the officials. They're now coming over to talk to the first they're going to talk to head coach Brian Foster. They'll also, that was called against the Red Rams. I'd have to assume, since they're speaking to the head coach, there may have been a warning issue to players, or at least to the player the flag was called on. We won't call out any numbers. Don't want to single anybody out.
So about Nash accepting the penalty, it'll be kicked off inside the Red Rams territory, and the Red Rams 45 yards.
So with the penalty being assessed on the kickoff, Wakowitz will now kick from the Red Ram 45-yard line, that being a 15-yard penalty. So Wakowitz will go with the onside kick. It's high, fielded nicely by the front line of Franklinton, and they'll drop him down that. And that's where Franklinton will take over 1st and 10. That's at their own 32-yard line, but they do only have 11 seconds to operate with. So I'm sure they'll send the secondary back deep to protect on the long pass or even the breakaway run. The quarterback, Cornell, has had some success with the draw play. Looks like he is going to try to pass it. He'll throw it away into the grass. Flag comes in again. Looking to see here what that penalty is going to be for. It's like holding against Franklinton. So that'll move it back 10 yards, and it'll be 1st and 20 now with looks like 6 seconds remaining in the half. This should be the final play. As Cornell will slip some tackles and try to run for it. And he's going to be hit and tackled by T.J. Tabron at the 45-yard line. And that'll bring us to halftime as Southern Nash leads the Red Rams 30-14 up on the Girls Around Here scoreboard. This is Brent Cone with the Tar River Sports Network, and we'll be back in just a few minutes with the start of the second half. All right, welcome back, fans, to the start of the second half. While these teams are lining up for the kickoff, and Southern Nash will be kicking to the Red Rams, who won the toss and deferred. We'll remind everybody tonight's game is sponsored by Southern Nash Septic Systems. Southern Nash Septic Systems is a family-owned business operated by.
This stinks.
Well, that's what happens when your septic tank system gets clogged up.
Well, who the heck can we call that will get here fast?
I already told you about Southern Nash Septic Systems. They're number one in the number two business.
You think this is a joke?
Only because it happened to you.
Don't be these guys. Call Southern Nash Septic Systems at 252-235-8438. Whether it's residential or commercial, routine or emergency, Southern Nash Septic Systems. Their business sucks. SouthernNashSepticSystems.com.
And Wakowitz on for the kickoff, and it's a squib kick down the middle. Still not fielded yet. The ball's still loose. Finally picked up by the quarterback, Cornell. And he'll be down at the 30-yard line, and that's where the Red Rams will take over 1st and 10. Them trailing 30-14 to the Firebirds. So we'll see what other new tricks Coach Foster might have up his sleeve, as you saw a lot of the unveiling of the passing game there in the first half. Senior quarterback Tayson Royal, very successful. And nice stop there by the Firebirds. Looks like there'll be no gain on the play. That was carried by Charles Dicker. Southern back, they're running a 5-man front line. And Franklinton will send 3 receivers out to the right. And the pump fake move by the receiver to the left will draw an offside penalty. A little taunting going on there. Now there's a little jawing back and forth between players. Pass in the flat is complete. He'll take it around the end, and he'll be tripped up by T.J. Tabron. Pass out to the 35-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5. Cornell again from the shotgun. And this run play will be stopped in the middle. Initial hit by Xavier Smith with assist from Dawson May. A JoJo Hernandez and Big Dusty Hall in the middle. That's going to bring up a 4th down for the Red Rams, and they're going to go for it here on 4th and 6 after the loss of 2. From the gun, and they'll be punted. Once again, the fake punt, or the fake go for it on 4th down, leaves no punt returner back for the Firebirds. And the ball will roll dead, and Southern Nash will take over 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. .9:35 remaining here in the 3rd. And Southern Nash with their first offensive possession of the second half. And Jackson Vick will get the call here. Change that. That's Jordan Vick on the carry. It looks like he's going to pick up about 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 5 on the nice run by the freshman. This quick pitch to Sammy Gandy. He's got some room up the middle. He's going to take it down close to the 35 and the first down marker. We'll see where they spot the ball. And that's going to be enough for a first down. And they'll move the sticks. On the 5-yard carry by Gandy. Vic will get the pitch back. Flags come flying in. It's probably going to be an offsides. Looks like an illegal shift by the Firebirds. That's going to back them up and bring a 1st and 15 for Southern Nash. As Jackson Vick steps, excuse me, that's Jordan Vick steps off the field. And Jackson Vick will get the handoff up the middle. He's still on his feet. He'll take it out to about the 40-yard line. And that's about a 10-yard carry. It's gonna make it 2nd down and 5. And Royal will keep this one for himself and a quarterback keeper. He'll turn the end. He's going to take it down across the 45-yard line. We'll look for the spot. It should be enough. As we're starting to see a little more aggressive play here by both teams. As quarterback senior Chasen Royal does pick up about 6 on the carry, and that's enough for another first down. And Jackson Vick with the handoff again, takes it around the left end. He's still on his feet. Finally tripped up inside the Red Ram territory, down around the Franklinton 43-yard line. And that's going to be enough for another Southern Nash first down. As some offensive changes here, substitutions for the Firebirds. That's going to be Zion Nicholson on the carry, his first of the night. And he'll pick up about 6 yards, bring up 2nd down and 4. Sorry, I know there's still a lot of wind in my headset. Awfully windy out here in Franklinton. And this pitch back to Zyshawn Pierce, who had some running room, and he's hit from the side, and he'll be brought down. But not before he crosses the 1st down mark and moves the chain once again for the Firebirds. So this offensive series, Southern Nash showing off the running game as they are having a lot of success moving the ball. And this one pitched back to Nicholson again. He's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage, should make it back to that mark and bring up 2nd down and 10 for Southern Nash. There are penalty flags. Looks like it's going to be a holding call against the Birds. That'll move it back 10 yards. That'll take Southern Nash all the way back to the Franklinton 43, which is going to make it 1st and about 22 now for the Firebirds. And the reverse to Zyshawn Pierce. He's around the left end. He'll cut back up the middle. He's still on his feet. He'll take it down to about the 30-yard line. Will bring up a much more manageable 2nd down and 9 as he regains the yardage lost on the hold. And this will be handed off to Jackson Vick, who'll look around the right end. He'll be caught from behind and then finally tackled. Southern Nash fans wanting a late hit out of bounds after the nice run by Jackson Vick. A gain of about 6 on the play will bring up 3rd and 3. .310 remaining in the 3rd, and clock running. Still no score as of yet by either team. Long time of possession here for Southern Nash, and Jackson Vick will be hit. And going to be just shy of the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th and very short. Matter of fact, looks like inches from here. Now the officials are going to signal that that is a 1st down, and it'll be 1st down for the Firebirds. They'll get a new set of downs, and Chase and Royal step up under center as the Firebird fans get pumped up on the reverse. Back to Jackson Vick, who looks around the right end, cuts it back to the left. Spin move at the goal line, and Jackson Vick takes it to the house for 6. With 2:09 remaining in the 3rd, Southern Nash pulls ahead 36-14 up on the girls' round here scoreboard. And Southern looks like they will go for the extra point here, the 1 point, PAT. And that's going to be through and good on the PAT. And with 2:09 remaining in the third, Southern Nash now leads 37-14 up on the Girls Round Here scoreboard. The Girls Round Here, discover your new favorite pieces of clothing for women and men from Girls Round Here, located at 6163 Main Street in Bailey, or online at girlsroundhere.com. So Foster showing that the run game is still alive and well with the Firebirds. That's a nice scoring drive there in the third after the passing display to close out the second and the first half. And Wakowitz on once again to kick off. And the high kick, and it will not go 10 yards as it takes a backspin. The wind blowing here, it honestly and truly looked like it got held up in the wind. On the high onside kick, nice try there by Wakowitz, but did not work favorably for the Firebirds as it rolled out of bounds in Southern Nash territory. And the 5-yard penalty for the kick out of bounds will give the Red Rams 1st and 10 from the Southern Nash 42-yard line. So this is the best starting position for Franklinton so far in this game. And the quarterback keeper by Cornell, who's still on his feet, he breaks away and finally tripped up by Kahari Cottle and Jalen McClaston. And the officials call a brief timeout for injury. Looked like Kahari Cottle was slow to get up. That's going to be one of the Franklinton players. And this official timeout is brought to you by Ronnie White Towing and Tire, located in Youngsville, North Carolina for the past 20 years, offering quality tires and a full line of auto service and repairs, as well as dependable 24-hour towing services. Call White's Towing and Tire at 919-556-6810 for all your automotive repair and towing needs. So the nice run on the quarterback keeper there, but Cornell puts Franklinton in the red zone. This will be handed off here to Crudup. We'll take it around the right end, and the ball comes out. Waiting for a signal here from the officials to see who has it. And it looks like Southern Nash has recovered. And they'll take over 1st and 10 from inside their own 10-yard line. There is a Franklinton player down on the field. And this will bring out another official timeout to check the injured Red Ram. I believe that is Ernest Crudup, who was running the football. And we hope that young man is okay. He's still down. He seems to be moving both of his legs. He has removed his helmet. So not sure if he took a shot that knocked the wind out of him. we'll take this time while they attend to him to recognize our sponsor for today's game. That's Southern Nash Septic Systems. They're a family-owned business operated by Justin and Mickey Bizzett Jr. They're located in Bailey, and Southern Nash Septic provides comprehensive septic services for the eastern part of North Carolina. And you can call 252-235-8438 for a free estimate today. And Crudup is able to get up and walk off the field under his own power. And senior Chasen Royal has checked out of the game, and the sophomore Brock Alford is now in at quarterback for the Firebirds, as well as a lot of the JV players and the underclassmen. That run looked like it was Sammy Gandy with a gain of 7 on the play, bring up 2nd down and 3. Now 1:08 and 7 and counting, remaining into third. Flags come in. Zyshawn Pierce with a football. Take it down a short gain for the Firebirds, but we'll look to see what flags are called. It's going to be a hold against Southern Nash. That'll negate that run and cost the Firebirds 10 yards. Should be a replay of the down. Should be 2nd down and about 12. We'll call it 2nd down at 13. So Southern Nash now operating from their own 5-yard line. There is no play clock on the play clock on the field. Looks like that's going to be taken away by Franklinton and simply run into the end zone. Not sure. Lost that one. Looked like it was handed to the defensive lineman, and he just ran it into the end zone for 6. Not sure if that was a quick pitch that was intercepted or some miscue there. But the Red Rams on a quick score and surprise score. Will come on to attempt what looks to be a 2-point conversion. And they will convert for that 2-pointer, and the score with 28 seconds left in the third is now Southern Nash 37 and Franklinton 22, as the Red Rams have cut it to 15. So we'll see if Foster remains with the non-starters on the field. And the long extended break here between kickoffs. like a Thursday night rest period or something between kickoffs. It takes forever. So finally the whistle blows and we'll get the kick here. Another deep kick. Jackson Vick will field this one. Looks like he tripped or did something. He's still on his feet. And he's going to break away from the crowd. Got some room. They're catching up to him. He's still on his feet. And he's finally forced out of bounds, well into Red Ram territory at the what looks to be the 37-yard line. So the nice deep kick fielded at about the 5-yard line, and Jackson Vick takes it back about 57 yards. That's a 57-yard kick return down into Franklinton territory. And Chasen Royal does come back in at quarterback. Terrence Raspberry now in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And the big man is awfully hard to bring down. Looks like he'll pick up about 8 on the play and bring up 2nd down and 8. And that'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter with Southern Nash leading 37-22 up in the girls' round here scoreboard. Once again, tonight's game sponsored and brought to you by Southern Nash Septic Systems. They're a family-owned business operated by Justin and Mickey Bissett Jr., located in Bailey. And Southern Nash Septic provides comprehensive septic services for the eastern part of North Carolina. Whether you need repairs or new system, Southern Nash Septic Systems is your source. For all your septic system needs, call 252-235-8438 for a free estimate. So once again, look, we're going to have plenty of time between kickoffs here as the players go back to take the field, and we get this. That's not even kickoffs. This is a weird night. I've got totally lost. This will be the start of the 4th quarter. Wow. It's just so odd. Yeah, I'm having pollen overdose. There's like a haze out here. As there comes the signal to start the 4th quarter. This will be handed again up the middle to Raspberry, who'll bull his way to another Southern Nash first down. Ball will be spotted. Looks like it's going to be at the Red Ram 24-yard line. As the senior Raspberry is getting his workout tonight as he's played defense and now running the football. Vick will get the pitch this time. He's back over the right side. Looks like the ball came out with a fumble. Waiting to see what the signal is. They're going to may say he was down. And that's going to be a fumble, a turnover to the Red Rams, 2nd tonight for the Firebirds. And Vick will step off the field with an apparent limp. Not sure what that injury is. That right calf is wrapped. But Franklin will take over here 1st and 10. Cornell will run into the back of his own lineman, who is down and slow to get up, but he does get up. That'll be a loss of a yard on the play for Franklinton. As Cornell looks to pass, and he'll overthrow, incomplete, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 11 now for the Red Rams. And it's obvious we're not live on the air because my dad is texting me wanting to score the game. And it looks like Franklinton will burn their first time out in the second half with, trying to see through the trees, it's like 10:36 remaining in the game. And this timeout is brought to you by Nash County Farmers Market, now open every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 1006 Peachtree Street in the Rocky Mountain Historic District, featuring locally grown products from fruits and vegetables to pasture-raised meat and eggs, locally caught seafood, baked goods, vegetable and ornamental plants, specialty food items, homemade soup, and handcrafted art. So 3rd and 11 here for the Rams, and it's going to be handed off on a reverse with room to run. He's going to slip through the middle. Look like a hold. They're going to get away with it. He's all the way down. Looks like he's going to be brought down at the 1 yard line. So the big run play, and there is a Firebird down on the field. Believe that may be Zyshawn Pierce. Looking to see. No, that is not Zyshawn Pierce. That is Jalen McClaston, who is down. Looks like a hard hit, maybe knocked the wind out of Jalen. He gets up and walks off under his own power. Actually doesn't want to leave the field, but with the official timeout for injury, he's going to have to. So 10:20 remaining in the game. And so it'll be 1st and goal for the Red Rams here at the Southern Nash 1 yard line. Game clock now passing 10 minutes to go in the game. Looks like Cornell will keep this for himself. He'll try to push his way in. No signal yet by the officials. They're going to say he was down and did not make it. That'll bring up a 2nd down. So less than a yard to go now for the Red Rams, and Southern Nash looking to make the big defensive goal line stand. Like Cornell questioning his receiver, and Cornell will try to push it in again himself. And they're going to signal touchdown on this carry with 9:23 remaining on the Girls On Here scoreboard. As the Red Rams have now cut this to a 9-point lead for the Firebirds with the extra point upcoming. And Franklinton will go for the 2-point conversion here. Looking to pass. He'll slip a tackle, get it through, and it's incomplete. So the 2-point conversion is no good, and the score will remain Southern Nash 37, Franklinton 28, with 9:23 remaining in the game. So still a 2-possession game. Southern Nash in the lead. So what looked to be Southern Nash walking away from the Red Rams has now turned into what could become a close game. This possession could be critical for the Firebirds. And Franklinton now on the kickoff. They looks like they may be lined up in an onside kick formation. And that's what it is. A flag will be thrown. That's going to be against Franklinton. So that'll back Franklinton up 5 yards. They'll re-kick, obviously showing their hand on the onside kick. Don't think that one had the distance to go 10 yards. Looked like that one may have actually got held up, much like Wakowitz's kick did earlier. So Franklinton stacked to that left side. And it's going to be fielded by Southern Nash, and he's going to be tackled. Looks like it's going to be marked down at the Franklinton 46-yard line, and that's where Southern Nash will take over 1st and 10 with 9:20 remaining in the game. And it appears that Jackson Vick will remain on the sideline after that injury on the last possession. Royal steps in under center. Hand off to Raspberry, who'll take it out. Looks like he got maybe 2 on the play, bring up 2nd down and 8. as sophomore Bryce Alton involved in a little, looked like the old excessive blocking call from the blind side. No flags were thrown. Nearly fumbled by Gandy, who streaks through the middle. Nobody can catch him. He's going to take it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Southern Nash. And just like that, Southern Nash is back on top by 15. 8:27 remaining in the game. And I may be wrong, but it looks like Sammy Gandy may have actually been turning around and having a conversation with the defender who was trailing him all the way to the end zone. Not really sure that the defender had much of a response. That was explosive. He got through that line so fast. And he gets the handoff again. And you can't tackle the little guy. That low center of gravity and strong legs punches it in for another 2-point conversion. And just like that, the girls around here scoreboard shows Southern Nash in the lead, 45-28. And once again, 8:27 remaining in the game. Sammy Gandy with just shows explosion. After what seemed just to be a slow game and kind of lull and flat, that was exciting. And Sammy Gandy, of course, the junior who just joined Southern Nash's team for the first time this year, transferred in at the end of the 2019 season, did not get to go play in the state championship. And, of course, missed all of summer camps and training last year due to COVID, and extend this season now because of executive orders all the way into the spring. And to see that young man coming along as quickly as he has with the Southern Nash offense is highly impressive. Still no, there's the whistle. And Wakowitz with a deep kick. And it's mishandled into the end zone. He'll bring it out. And he's going to hit by Xavier Smith, who tries to take it away. And that was Dontavius Kingsbury, who came in to help seal the deal with Xavier. It looked like he was trying to pull the Franklinton slip where they scored a while ago, like he tried to return the favor. Handoff to the left, going nowhere. I think the ball may be out. There's a scramble for the ball, waiting for the sign. Southern Nash is saying they have it, and they do. Southern Nash with another turnover in their favor. It looks like that was recovered by Cameron Bryant. And Southern Nash will take over 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the Franklinton 15-yard line. And with 8:05 remaining, a punch in here could possibly wrap things up for the Firebirds. Jordan Vick on the carry. He'll be tripped up and fall back to pretty much the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They might give him a foot or so. We'll give him the yard and call it 2nd and 9 as the clock continues to run, and Brock Alford has checked back in for Chasen Royal. And a flag is thrown by the official as he's standing there in the huddle with the Franklinton players. And that is going to be an unsportsmanlike call against the Red Rams. I guess they were jawing with the official. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. And that'll bring up now 2nd and 3. Offered under center. The pitch to Jordan Vick. And he'll take it around the right end. As Big Dusty Hall's helmet comes flying off. I don't believe I might want to pick a couple that I might try. I don't believe it would be Dusty Hall. That's going to be now 1st and goal for the Firebirds from the 2 of Franklinton. And the big hit at the line of scrimmage. And Xavier Smith, they're going to say he breaks the plane. And it's a touchdown. Firebirds is Xavier Smith for his first score of the night. With 6:45 remaining in regulation. And Southern Nash now leads 51-28. With the point after attempt upcoming. And I apologize, that's the kicker from the JV team, and he is not listed on my roster. And he has already made one tonight. I'm sorry, it's Jonathan Daniels. If this is listed correctly, that's Jonathan Daniels, the kicker. He is 1 for 1 tonight. It's down. And it is good through the uprights. And Southern Nash now leads 52-28. So what momentarily was a 9-point game is back to a 24-point game. So Southern Nash to kick off again. And Ron Wakowitz on for the kickoff. Last time he kicked it deep. We'll see where he goes with it this time. Obviously, this is by design by Coach Foster, wherever this ball is kicked. And he will do a squib kick. And it gets away and shoots out of bounds. Xavier Smith was almost there to make the recovery before it went out of bounds. So great hustle down the field by the senior, who almost came up with another turnover for the Firebirds. But with the out-of-bounds penalty, Franklinton will take over 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. And now a new quarterback checks into the game. However, the other quarterback looked like it was going to be a halfback pass, and he's brought down by Jeremy Thompson. Another hit with a helmet thrown off, and a flag comes in. Don't know if it was thrown off or taken off. We'll look to see what the officials say here. And I believe I'm right. I believe that was Jeremy Thompson. I may be wrong. He is not on my roster. So my apologies if I am incorrect. So we're waiting to see here. What the calls are going to be. So unsportsmanlike against Southern Nash and unsportsmanlike against Franklinton. They offset. So that'll be 2nd and 15 now on the loss of yardage. As it's obvious that tempers are starting to flare just a little bit. The game clock rolling past 6 minutes remaining. Up on the girls around here scoreboard. Pass is there, and it's caught, complete. Will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That tackle made by Justin Braswell. Pass again, and the flags will come in as the pass goes incomplete. Not sure if that was offensive holding or pass interference called. Looks like they're going to call pass interference against the Firebirds. So that'll be an automatic first down for Franklinton. Be 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. This will be handed off to Cornell, who will be tripped up and brought down for a loss. As Brady Groves, the sophomore, has now checked in at quarterback. So there's actually 2 quarterbacks in the backfield on that play. It's like Cornell is still on the field. As the game clock passes 5 minutes, Groves will find Cornell, and he's going to be tied up and brought down. Oh, it's pitched back. Actually, that pass was completed to Dicker, and then he'll pitch it back to Cornell on a lateral, who pick up a few more yards. It's still going to be a 3rd down and about. It's a long 4 now for the Rams. And Groves will keep that himself. And he'll make it, looks like just across the 45-yard line. They'll mark him down in between the 45 and the 44 of Southern Nash. And that will bring up a 4th down for Franklinton, who obviously are going to go for it, trailing 52-28 with 4:12 remaining in the game and counting. Groves back to pass again. He's got a great pass defense there. And I believe that was Bryson Richardson as he knocks away the Groves pass to save what would have obviously been 6. And Franklinton turns the ball over on downs with 3:56 remaining in the game. And sophomore Brock Alford remains in the game at quarterback.
Number 33, Thomas Hoffman, is the quarterback for the Thunderbirds.
Obviously, the Franklinton announcer is looking at the jacked up roster that's on Max Preps. That is Brock Alford in at quarterback. The offsides penalty will move him back 5. It'll be 1st and 15 now. This has to be pretty exciting for the Alford parents, as both Brock in a quarterback and Zolly plays his last game as a senior, their oldest son. And they're playing on the same football team together. Hard hit there by the Red Rams. For Xavier Smith is taken down. No gain on the play. As we now pass, as we're approaching 3:25 remaining in the game, it's going to be 2nd and 14. And I believe that is actually Zolly at center, snapping to his younger brother. Oh, my goodness. Zion Nicholson is breaking around the right end. He's going to take it well into Franklinton territory, down to about across the 25-yard line. That's exactly where they're going to mark that, at the 25 of Franklinton. Nice carry there by Zion. Little ruckus breaks out on the field as Foster will bring his players over to the sideline. It'll be an official timeout as one of the Franklinton players removed his helmet and was going into the Southern Nash huddle. No flags were thrown. And it looks like with that outburst that the officials are going to call this ball game with actually 2 minutes to go. Southern Nash takes the victory 52-28 over Franklinton. And this team closes out the 2020 season with a big victory. And, of course, last week, Coach Brian Foster sent out a text to his players that said how you handle what happened last week shows your true character. And I think these young men have proved their character this week. So, once again, we want to thank tonight's sponsor, Southern Nash Septic Systems. Southern Nash Septic Systems is owned and operated by Justin and Mickey Bizzett of Bailey. Please contact them at 252-235-8438 for all of your septic system needs. Once again, this does it for us at the Tar River Sports Network for football season. However, Baseball season is only a couple of weeks away. Southern Nash's first home game will be May 5th. We're going to do everything in our power to try to bring that to you as they open conference play there against Fike. Southern Nash, obviously, you've heard me speak many times during the season about my bias for the baseball team. So we'll see what they can do this year. Once again, we want to thank you for joining us. We want to thank all our sponsors, Southern Nash Septic Systems, Girls Round here for sponsoring the scoreboard all season, our various timeout sponsors all through the season. And we are very grateful, as well as our Southern Nash Athletics grateful. Once again, this is Brent Cohn with the Tar River Sports Network signing off. We'll see you when the round ball hits the bump.